Hey guys, I'm Gabriel, and today we are going to be showing you more Pokemon. I know you watched my previous videos about the Johto Pokemon. Now, I will show you more Pokemon, and this time it's in the Hoenn region. So, let's go and learn all about them. Trico, the wood gecko Pokemon, a grass type. The tiny hooks on Trico's feet allow it to climb straight up walls. With its calm attitude, it coolly stands up to bigger opponents. Grovyle, the wood gecko Pokemon, a grass type. Grovyle can travel so swiftly from branch to branch that it looks like it's flying through the forest. The leaves on its body are excellent camouflage. Sceptile, the forest Pokemon, a grass type. Razor-edged leaves and nutritious seeds sprout from Sceptile's back. It wields the leaves in battle, and cares for trees by planting its seed nearby to enrich the soil. Torchic, the chick Pokemon, a fire type. Torchic's internal fire and soft feathers make it a perfect cuddle buddy. In battle, it can breathe flames and shoot fireballs. Combusken, the young fowl Pokemon, a fire and fighting type. Combusken runs through meadows and up mountains to strengthen its legs. It can deliver kicks at high speed and with crushing power. Blaziken, the Blaze Pokemon, a fire and fighting type. With continued strengthening of its legs, Blaziken can leap over a 30-story building. The flames that flare from its wrists burn hotter against a worthy foe. Mudkip, the Mudfish Pokemon, a water type. Because its fins is so sensitive to the motion of air and water, Mudkip knows what's going on nearby without opening its eyes. The flared gills on its cheeks allow it to breathe underwater. Marshtomp, the Mudfish Pokemon, a water and ground type. When the tide goes out, Marshtomp loves to play in the mud. Its well-developed hind legs offer stability, so it can travel over mud faster than it can swim. Swampert, the Mudfish Pokemon, a water and ground type. Swampert can tell when a storm is coming by shifts in the winds and waves. It's strong enough to drag and lift heavy boulders, so it builds a fort to take shelter. Poochyena, the Bite Pokemon, a dark type. Poochyena tries to look bigger than it is by bristling up its tail. It tends to react to unexpected movement by biting, and it easily chases prey to exhaustion. Mightyena, the Bite Pokemon, a dark type. Mightyena sounds a deep growl before attacking. In the wild, these Pokemon live together in packs. Zigzagoon, the tiny raccoon Pokemon, a normal type. Zigzagoon's curiosity drives it to wander constantly and restlessly. It rubs the sturdy bristles on its back against trees to mark its territory. Linoone, the rushing Pokemon, a normal type. Because Linoone can only run in straight lines, curving roads pose quite a navigational problem. It charges ahead at top speed when hunting. Wurmple, the worm Pokemon, a bug type. With the spikes on its tail, Wurmple strips away tree bark to get at the delicious sap underneath. The spikes also come in handy when fending off an attacker. Silcoon, the cocoon Pokemon, a bug type. While waiting to evolve, Silcoon wraps its body in silk and attaches itself to a branch. It leaves a tiny hole so it can see. The cocoon protects the Pokemon and collects rainwater so it can drink. Beautifly, the butterfly Pokemon, a bug and flying type. To attract a beautifly, plant flowers near your windows. This Pokemon uncoils its long mouth to gather pollen from flowers. Cascoon, the cocoon Pokemon, a bug type. When Cascoon is ready to evolve, it wraps itself up in silk, which hardens around its body. If something attacks its cocoon, it takes the hit without moving so as not to use up energy, but it also remembers the attacker. Dustox, the poison moth Pokemon, a bug and poison type. City lights attract Dustox in swarms. This is unfortunate because their wings scatter poisonous dust and their feeding habits quickly strip trees bare. Lotad, the waterweed Pokemon, a water and grass type. The leaf on Lotad's head is too big and heavy for it to carry on land, so it floats on the surface of the water. Lombre, the jolly Pokemon, a water and grass type. The mischievous Lombre spots someone fishing. It swims up to tug at its line. The film that covers its body is unpleasantly slimy to the touch. Ludicolo, the carefree Pokemon, a water and grass type. Ludicolo just can't help leaping into a joyful dance when it is in a festive tune. Children who sing while hiking often attract its attention. Seedot, the acorn Pokemon, a grass type. Because Seedot hangs from branches by the top of its head, it looks just like an acorn when it isn't moving. For a glossy finish, it drinks plenty of water and polishes itself with leaves. Nuzleaf, the willy Pokemon, a grass and dark type. Nuzleaf can play the leaf on its head like a flute, and the music makes listeners nervous. It lives in dense forests and doesn't like visitors. Shiftry, the wicked Pokemon, a grass and dark type. Shiftry makes its home in the tops of ancient trees. Its leafy fans can stir up powerful gusts of wind. Tailo, the tiny swallow Pokemon, a normal and flying type. Although Tailo is fierce and courageous in battle, even against stronger foes, hunger or loneliness sometimes makes it cry. Swellow, the swallow Pokemon, a normal and flying type. Soaring gracefully through the sky, Swellow will go into a steep dive if it spots food on the ground. It's very vain about keeping its wings properly groomed. Wingull, the seagull Pokemon, a water and flying type. Wingull's bones are hollow, allowing it to soar effortlessly. If several Wingull are circling in one spot above the sea, fishermen take note and cast their lines in that area for a good catch. Pelipper, the water bird Pokemon, a water and flying type. Young male Pelipper have the task of gathering food while the others guard the nest. With their imperviously roomy beaks, they can easily carry enough food for everyone. Ralts, the feeling Pokemon, a psychic and fairy type. With its horns, Ralts can sense people's emotions. Its own mood tends to reflect what it senses, and is drawn to people with a positive attitude. Kirlia, the emotion Pokemon, a psychic and fairy type. A Kirlia whose trainer has a positive attitude develops a shining beauty. When this Pokemon uses its psychic powers, strange mirages surround it. Gardevoir, the embrace Pokemon, a psychic and fairy type. Fiercely protective of its trainer, Gardevoir can see into the future to detect the threat to that trainer. It responds by unleashing the full strength of its psychic powers. Surskit, the pond skater Pokemon, a bug and water type. When threatened, Surskit produces a fluid from the point on its head. The fluid tastes very unpleasant to flying Pokemon, so they stay away. It can move across the water surface after its skating. Masquerain, the eyeball Pokemon, a bug and flying type. The eye patterns on Masquerain's large antennae sometimes scare away foes. Its 4 tiny wings enable it to dart around in any direction, though they can get waterlogged in the rain. Shroomish, the mushroom Pokemon, a grass type. Shroomish live deep in the forest and made their home in moist soil. Using rotted plant material as food, the spores it shakes from its cap are poisonous. Breloom, the mushroom Pokemon, a grass and fighting type. If a seed falls from Breloom's tail, you really shouldn't eat it. The seeds are toxic and taste terrible. Its arms stretch to throw impressive punches. Slackoth, the slacker Pokemon, a normal type. It's rare to see a Slackoth move. It's awake for only a few hours per day. Its heart beats extremely slowly, and it doesn't require much food. Vigoroth, the wild monkey Pokemon, a normal type. Vigoroth just can't sit still. If it spends too much time inactive, it gets stressed out and goes on a rampage. It doesn't sleep very well. Slaking, the lazy Pokemon, a normal type. Slaking lies in one place and pulls up grass to eat. Circular bare spots in a meadow might be a sign that a Slaking lives nearby. After eating everything within reach, it moves to another spot, but it's not happy about that. Nincada, the trainee Pokemon, a bug and ground type. Nincada refers to stay out of the sun, living underground and feeding on tree roots. When evolution approaches, it stops moving altogether. Ninjask, the ninja Pokemon, a bug and flying type. Ninjask moves so fast that it's hard to see, although its cry is quite audible. Proper training is a must to keep its defiant nature in check. Shedinja, the shed Pokemon, a bug and ghost type. Shedinja is a strange Pokemon. It doesn't move, it doesn't breathe, and no one really knows where it came from. Its body seems to be nothing more than a hollow shell. Whismur, the whisper Pokemon, a normal type. When Whismer isn't in trouble, the noises it makes are very quiet. As soon as danger approaches, it sounds an ear-splitting wail. Loudred, the big voice Pokemon, a normal type. Loudred shouts at such volumes that it temporarily defends itself. The sound waves it produces can knock down a wooden house. Exploud, the loud noise Pokemon, a normal type. When Exploud takes a deep breath through the troops that covers its body, watch out! It's about to unleash a thunderous bellow that will shake the ground around it. Makuhita, the Guts Pokemon, a fighting type. Makuhita aren't native to the Alola region, but they've definitely made a name for themselves in the islands. Groups of Makuhita gather every day for training, eating, napping, and more training. Hariyama, the Arm Thrust Pokemon, a fighting type. Hariyama is so strong that a single strike from its open palm can fling a truck into the air. Older Hariyama tend to channel that strength into training Makuhita instead of competing with each other. Azurill, the Polka Dot Pokemon, a normal and fairy type. Azurill can fling itself more than 10 yards by spinning the large ball at the end of its tail, and then throwing it. It can also use the tail to bounce around. Nosepass, the Compass Pokemon, a rock type. The trainees bring along a Nosepass for navigation on their journey. Since its magnetic pass serves as a foolproof compass, if the nose attracts metal objects, Nosepass collects them and uses them as a shield. Skitty, the Kitten Pokemon, a normal type. Anything that moves, including its own tail, draws Skitty's attention and starts a playful game of chase. Wild Skitty live in trees. Delcatty, the Prim Pokemon, a normal type. Delcatty lives according to his own whims, eating and sleeping as the mood strikes it. If awakened by another Pokemon, it moves elsewhere to continue its nap. Sableye, the Darkness Pokemon, a dark and ghost type. Sableye can often be found pursuing carping to satisfy their love of shiny gemstones. Stories say this gem-eyed Pokemon can make off with your spirit, so many people avoid them. Mawile, the Deceiver Pokemon, a steel and fairy type. Don't be fooled by Mawile's cute appearance. It distracts foes with a smile, then attacks using the massive jaws on the back of its head. Because the jaws don't have any taste buds, Mawile also uses them to eat foods that it dislikes. Aron, the Iron Armor Pokemon, a steel and rock type. Aron chews up metal objects from iron ore to steel bridges, and it uses the metal to build up its body. It can destroy a heavy truck with a full-speed charge. Lairon, the Iron Armor Pokemon, a steel and rock type. Lairon lives near tasty mineral-rich rings, where it tempers its body with iron from the water and rocks. It sometimes comes into conflict with miners going after the same iron ore it uses as a food source. Aggron, the Iron Armor Pokemon, a steel and rock type. Aggron is extremely protective of the mountain it claims as its territory. After a natural disaster, it will work tirelessly to restore its mountain, rebuilding the topsoil and planting trees. Meditite, the Meditate Pokemon, a fighting and psychic type. Though intense in meditation and extreme hunger, Meditite works hard to train its mental powers. Medicham, the Meditate Pokemon, a fighting and psychic type. Medicham has developed the sixth sense and psychic powers through long meditation training. It could disappear into its mountain home if danger approaches. Electrike, the Lightning Pokemon, an electric type. With every step Electrike takes, friction causes static electricity to build up in its long fur. It runs with impressive speed, emitting a peculiar crackling sound as the static in its coat discharges. Manectric, the Discharge Pokemon, an electric type. According to legend, Manectric runs as fast as a bolt of lightning powered by the electricity stored in its muscles. The same electricity enables Manectric to quickly recover from fatigue after a hard battle. Blustle, the Cheering Pokemon, an electric type. Blustle can short out the electricity in its body to create a crackling shower of sparks. It always cheers on its friends in battle. Minun, the Cheering Pokemon, an electric type. Minun shoots out sparks when cheering on its teammates. If the battle isn't going well, the spark showers gets more intense. Volbeat, the Firefly Pokemon, a bug type. When night falls, Volbeat flashes the lights on its tail in different patterns to send messages to others. It allows the sweet scent of Illumise. Illumise, the Firefly Pokemon, a bug type. Illumise gives off a sweet scent that attracts Volbeat by the dozen. Then it directs the swarm in drawing patterns of light across the night sky. Roselia, the thorn Pokemon, a grass and poison type. Thieves sometimes try to swipe the lovely blossoms Roselia grows. It responds with a shower of sharp poisonous thorns. Gulpin, the stomach Pokemon, a poison type. Gulpin's stomach takes up most of its body, so there's not much room for its other organs. Its powerful digestive enzymes make short work of anything it swallows. Swalot, the poison bag Pokemon, a poison type. Swalot's mouth can open wide enough to swallow a car tire easily. It defends itself by secreting a poisonous fluid. That's for part 1 of my Hoenn region Pokemon research video, everyone. You can probably watch part 2 if you like. So, stay tuned for more.